Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 2 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 2 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter probability and statistics. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 2 math. We're going to start with the chapter probability and statistics. Let's just start with the lesson that is more, less, and equally likely. On which color is the spinner more likely to land? So let's just look at the spinner. The spinner has larger yellow portion than the green one, right? So when you spin the spinner, it will more likely to land on yellow because the spinner has more yellow portion than green. So it will more likely to land on yellow. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. If you select a marble without looking, which color are you more likely to pick? So let's just look at the spinners. So the spinner has one, two, three, four, five, six. The spinner has six red marbles and three brown marbles. So it will more likely to land. It will more likely to pick the red. The correct option is red. So the spinner will more some. It is more likely to land to pick the red marble. The correct option is red. The correct option is red. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is red. If you select a marble without looking, which color are you less likely to land, less likely to pick? So the spinner, no, where there are three blue marbles and only one white marble, right? So that means it is more likely to pick blue marbles than white. So it will less likely to land the blue marble today, less likely to land one because only one white marble and three blue marbles, right? So it will less likely to land white marbles. If you select a marble without looking, which color are you more likely to pick? So there are four yellow marbles and three brown. Four yellow and three brown marbles. So it will less likely to land on yellow. So it will less likely to more. So the question is which color are you more likely to pick? So it you will more likely to pick the yellow because you have more yellow than brown. Got it? The correct option is yellow. On which color is the spinner more likely to land? So the spinner has more yellow portion than blue. So the spinner has more yellow portion than blue, so it will more likely to land on yellow. The correct option is yellow. Option number 3 is the correct option. If you select a marble without looking, which color are you more likely to pick? So the one that has more marbles is the more likely to pick. So we have one, two, three, four, five, six of the purple marbles and four of the blue marbles. So with the which one you more likely to pick? Very good. You will more likely to pick the purple one, right? The correct option is purple. The correct option is purple. Option number 1 is the correct option. On which color is the more spinner likely to on which color is the spinner more likely to land? So which is the correct option? So the spinner has more green color than blue, so it will more likely to land on. Very good. It will more likely to land on green. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Identify multiplication sentences for equal groups. Which expression describe the model? So we have one, two, three. Three groups we have, right? And each group has one, two, three group, right? So we have total three groups and each group, right? So that is 3 times 3. We have three groups and each group have three dots. So the this model represents 3 times 3 it is, right? Let's just start with the test questions. Which expression describes the model? So two groups we have and you can see each group have two dots. So that is 2 times 2. The correct option is 2 times 2. Option number 3 is the correct option. Which expression describes the model? So there are three groups, one, two, three, and each group has one, two, three, and each group has three dots. So that is 3 times 3. That is 3 times 3. The correct option is 3 times 3. Option number 4 is the correct option. Which expression which expression describes the model? So which is the correct option? That is 3 times 3. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 3 times 3. So which is the correct option? That is 2 times 2, right? We have two groups. Each group have two dots, so that is 2 times 2. Which expression describe the model? That is 2 times 3. We have two groups and each group have three dots. That is 2 times 3. That is 2 times 3. Option number 3 is the correct option. Which expression describes the model? So which is the correct option? No one is answering why. That is 2 times 3, right? We have two groups and each group have three dots. So that is 2 times 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is Certain, probable, unlikely, and impossible. How likely is it that the spinner will land on a yellow space? The spinner does not have any yellow parts. Look at the spinner. All the spinner has is red. So how is it possible to the spinner will land on yellow space? It is impossible to land on yellow because we do not have any yellow space on the spinner. So it is impossible. Let's just start with the test questions. If you select a marble without looking, how likely is that you will pick a brown one? So there are six marbles. They all are six brown. They all are brown one, right? So it is probable whenever you are going to select, certain. It is certain whenever you are going to select a marble, it will be brown. It is certainly whenever you are going to select the marbles, it will be a brown marble. How likely is that the spinner will land on a green space? So all the spinner is green, right? So whenever you are going to spin the spinner, certainly it will land on green. The correct option is certain. If you select a marble without looking, how likely is that you will pick a green one? So the all the marbles are brown. So how you are going to pick the green one, right? So it is impossible to pick the green marble. The correct option is impossible. If you select a marble, if you select a marble without looking, how likely is that you will pick a white one? So which is the correct option? all the marbles are green, right? We do not have any white marble over here, so it is impossible to pick the white marble. The correct option is impossible. How likely is it that the spinner will land on a blue space? So, which is the correct option? Just look at the spinner. The spinner has more portion that is green, right? So, the spinner will land on blue is unlikely. It will unlikely to land on blue. The correct option is unlikely. How likely is that the spinner will land on a yellow space? The spinner has more yellow portion than green. So the spinner has more yellow portion, so it is probable it will land on yellow. The correct option is probable. If you select a marble without looking, how likely is that you will pick an orange one? So we have four of the marbles that are white and only one of them is orange, right? So it is unlikely to select the orange one. The correct option is unlikely. If you select a marble without looking, how likely is that you will pick a purple one? So we do not have any purple marble over here. So the correct option is it is impossible to select the purple one. The correct option is impossible. If you select a marble without looking, how likely is that you will pick a white one? So we have one, two, three, four, five, six of the marbles that are white and four of them are blue. So how likely is that you're going to pick the white one because we have more white than blue? So it is probable to select the white one, right? The correct option is probable. If you select a marble without looking, how likely is that you will pick a white one? So we have only one white marble, so it is unlikely to pick the white one. The correct option is unlikely. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is median. What is the median? So for whenever we're going to find the median, we need to arrange the numbers from least to greatest first. The first thing is you need to arrange them from least to greatest. Now you need to find the middle number. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The fourth one is the median. Before the median, we have all the numbers that are less than median, and after the median, we have all the numbers that are greater than median, right? So the median is 6. Let's just start with the test questions. What is the range? So for the range, we need to find the greatest and the smallest number. The greatest number is 10 and the smallest number is 2. The range is the difference of the greatest and the smallest number. So 10 minus 2 is 8. That is 8. The range is 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the median? So for the median, the first thing we need to do is we need to arrange them from least to greatest. So let's just arrange them first, right? That is 1, 3, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So the median is exactly the middle number. You can see there are 7 numbers. So we have 3 numbers before median, 3 of them are after the median, right? So before the median you have all the numbers that are less than median, and after the median you have all the numbers that are greater than median. So the correct option is 5. Option number 3 is the correct option. What is the range? So range is the difference between the greatest and the smallest number in the given data. 8 take away 1 is 7. The correct option is 7. What is the median? So let's just arrange the numbers from least to greatest. So they are 1, 2, 4, 6, 6, 8, and 10. So the median is 6. The median is the number that is exactly in the middle of the data set. So that is 6. The correct option is 6. Option number 3 is the correct option. What is the mod? Mod is the number that appears the most of the time. That is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the range? That is 2. The range of the given data is 2. What is the mod? Mod is the number that appears the most of the time in the given data. So the mod is 8 because it appears the most of the time in the given data. What is the mod? Which is the correct option? Mod is 2. 2 is the number that appears the most of the time. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 2 math. Chapter we were working on is probability and statistics. The lessons we have covered today are more, less, and equally likely. Identify multiplication sentences for equal groups. Certain, probable, unlikely, and impossible. Median, mod, and range. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice lessons we just did. That, that is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write them down in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So, any questions you can please ask if you have any. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Any questions?